So a new kit and all new things to talk about. And also, nobody's here yet. So if you're seeing this very beginning bit, then you're watching from Tomorrowland. So it would be lovely for you to say hello in the comments, because I didn't get these all scheduled in advance for their special times, which I do want to get done, but I meant to get done today and did not. So it means that I have to wait a little bit for everybody to get the notification and turn up. But if you watch from the future, if you watch on the replay, you see this bit. Hey, 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 and now we have somebody. So Jenna is here, and Janice is here from Florida, and hello Kathy and Carrie and Sarah. Hello.
Oh yes, we do have somebody.
And I have a young apprentice. Do I have a special helper?
Yeah.
A special, a co-host. So a quick little walkthrough of all the pages that I did last month. So there were 9 live videos with the, what month was that? July. Then we're going to start on August, and we're going to talk about September. So don't laugh at me too much. It's a lot of months to remember. You okay? That was the chair, not the child. Okay. So we started with pinks and purples. These are probably not in order. I think they just start in order. So we did this one. Anything you've got questions about, just let me know. But there is a whole process video live with all the random rubbish included for each one of these. And they're all here on my YouTube channel. And yes, I think I've got WB's page for this month within reach, so I can show you that one too. So this was the one that was a little bit different. It was very interesting to see. This is the one that got the most thumbs down of the month. It's very different. It's outside my style, but it was a kind of return and trying to try some techniques that I used to use a lot 10 years ago. So it's still fun, but it was interesting to see that there were an increased number of people going, yeah, I think no. But I like it. There we go. And this one all finished up, which was a sketch and a scrap lift from the summer issue of Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine with Sue's fish layout. And then this is the one that WB and I both did. That isn't it? Wait. I think that's the one we both did, right?
Which
Yeah.
one? The one that was based on the fishing one?
Yeah, and I did donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did this one. And we did an episode where we scrapbooked together. And he did this lovely fade from, there's like 6 colors of ink on that one little card. I love it. Yeah. So he had free range of my whole kit, my whole stash, while I was working with the kit. This one from
That's
his
the only
dance
thing
show.
I didn't have.
Yeah, you could use any supplies except the kit, and I had to use just the kit. And
Because you're the person who has the
Museum
kit.
Monday page. Dun, dun, dun. And I got the title finished on this one. Where we did a whole bunch of different lettering with the Distress Oxide. So that is made with this, with Dusty Concord. And then cut it out and put it on there. And does WB have his own album? Yeah, he has his own album, and his pages go in there. This was the very last one I did. Oh, and this was the second one, I think. So they're definitely not in order. This one I still kind of feel like I might come back and add a little extra. It's got a lot of layers.
Extra is us.
Extra is us. Yeah, that's definitely true. But yeah, I don't know. If I happen upon the right embellishment, I might add more to this. I don't know. I don't have a problem putting it in my album. But if I saw something in my stash one day and went, oh, that's the thing, I'd come back and add it. And then this was that very last one, which I enjoyed quite a lot. A little different. Really sticker. Like, went mad with the stickers. So that was July's kit. And all of those videos are there on the channel. This is how much I have left of that sticker sheet that I went mad with there at the end. So probably another page to be made there. And the letter stickers stretched a lot because I used them not on every page, but on quite a few, and I still have lots that I can spell there, and there are lots of vowels. So that's a good set of, like, I don't often go for multicolored alphas, I have to say, but this did work well. But maybe even the same font in a single color would be super useful. So those are Pink Fresh puffy letters. I said puppy. They're not puppies. They're puffy. Okay. So all of those are there. And then today we're starting with the August Rainbow of B-sides. And how exciting. So this marks a whole year of Best of Both Worlds because I started in August 2020. That was our first kit. So this is the first time that I had to put August 2021 in the subject line because we've had an August Best of Both Worlds kit with live videos before. So we're now in the second year. And we're going into the second year. How do you say that? Like, I've done a whole year. I'm excited that I did a whole year of them. I didn't fall down. Kept it all going. So there we go. Woohoo! Yes! Thank you! I will greatly accept any woohoos. It's a big whoop. It is. Right. So, to celebrate, a kit that you can make from your stash if you prefer. And we did manage to sell out all but one of these papers. So I was quite proud of us, really. The only one that's still in stock at scrapbook.com. Oh no, there were two. This one and this one got restocked. So the only two that are still there are those two. But the whole idea of this kit was 2 B-sides in each color of the rainbow, so you can make it from your stash. Now here's where I'm going to stop and give my advertising speech, and then I'm going to explain how ironic that is today. So hi, my name's Shamel. I teach online scrapbooking classes, I design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime I scrapbook on the internet, it's considered advertising, and I have to make sure you know that. So thank you for coming to watch my #advertising. Also, did you know I have a new desk? These live videos are brought to you by Maleficent. She's my friend. She's my new desk. She gets jazz hands, as does this kit. So
Maleficent is just Shamel's desk.
Oh, he's explaining. She's just my desk. But Maleficent is way more than any just desk. She's definitely more than just. Yes. So you can make this from your stash, which is kind of silly because the way all of this happens and the way that this has been possible for a whole year and now some more is by you shopping through the affiliate link. So you can find September's kit live now, and there's a link for that in the description, but it's always the same link that goes to the list for the next month. So I've just put September's live. Now, September's list, when you look down it, toward the bottom, I've added in some extras, which you may or may not want. And I've added in a little section of school stuff. So if you have kids going to school in August, September, and you want to scrapbook that in September, then you might want to add those things in. But if you don't have them, leave them off. Or if you have those kind of photos from years ago and this September would be a great time for you to work on them, then add them in. But add or do not add the school stuff to suit. There's also 2 of the school things could be just not necessarily school, but might be if you really enjoy reading and you want to scrapbook some reading stuff. And how weird, some dust just fell off my microphone. I don't know how it got dusty. Anyway.
Maybe put it in a dusty spot.
And so you can, if you read a lot and you want to scrapbook about reading, then those things might be, there are 2 items, a book paper and a book set of stickers, which might be useful to you. So those are all maybes. There's also 2 paper packs that might be maybes. I added the Vicky Bouton Foundations paper because it was in stock and it's like in good number of stock and it never is. And we have this discussion every time I use it. People go to the shop to try and find it and it's sold out. And today is there. So I went ahead and added it to the list. I hope that makes sense and I hope you understand it. It's not required. But if you're one of those people who's always like, oh, I wish I had that cardstock. It's in stock today so you can go get it. Also, a pack of wood grain and ledger papers because that would be super useful for the things when we need neutral because we've whittled down to the end of a kit. And that was in good stock too. So I added both of those. Do I expect you to get all that stuff? No. Okay? But I gave you some options because it happened to be a day when it was there in the store. Okay? But then you'll find I did a green for the oxide ink this time. I did mowed lawn because it reminds me of the color of chalkboards when I was a kid. But it's quite a versatile green. What's this one? Don't close the drawer with stuff open. So I added that one for next month. A green. Dun dun dun. Small and Scrappy, you are more than welcome to Stash Bust. And that leads me into my last little bit of explanation before I start scrapping. That is that best of both worlds is a concept which puts you in control. So you get the good part of a kit, which means somebody who looks at all the supplies. Trust me, I spend enough time looking at all the supplies for us all. And puts together a little set of them that I know will work, but you may not automatically go, oh yeah, that totally all goes together. Because every time there'll be a couple pieces where people will be like, really? Why that? But it all works in the end. You just have faith in me and we make it work. So you get that and you get these videos. All of that is like all of the joy of you don't have to do that work. I'm here to curate and inspire. However, you are in control of how much of it you buy. If you want, 3 of this sheet and none of that sheet, you can totally do that. If you already have, like Debbie just said, she already has mowed lawn. Boop, 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 boop. So she doesn't need to add mowed lawn to her shopping list. Whereas if it were a subscription kit, Debbie would get the mowed lawn and open it and be like, I already have this. I just spent money on this and I already have it. Now I got to do something with it. No, Debbie doesn't have to have that problem. Yeah, because she's in control. Each of you is in control. Okay, last note about the list that I just put up for September. There's a stencil and a set of letter stickers that I put on there. Both of them are in fewer numbers than all the rest of the stuff in the kit, and they're going to sell out really quickly. But it's okay, because when I was looking at letter stickers this month, there was nothing that was like perfect. And the one or two that I was like, oh, that would be really, really nice, were not in good stock. So here's my strategy for September. We're going to use stash letter stickers because I think we've all got them. So I went ahead and added an orange because I needed a little bit more orange anyway, so I ordered that one. But if you've got any other letter stickers, you don't need the orange. Also with the stencil, I think we've had quite a few good stencils, and I might just kind of rotate through and use a bunch. If you like that one, great. I added it, so you're going to see me use it at least a little. But if you don't want to add one and that one goes out of stock, it's absolutely fine. Just pick up any stencil that you've got on hand, and we'll use that on the day. All right, that's everything. Let's scrapbook. Now, Georgia is watching me on the big TV. That's not at all terrifying. But hey, Georgia, can you be Team Red today? Because I got the right colors to scrapbook that photo finally. So let's do it. Let's be Team Red. Now, question, where are my scissors? Here they are. So it's just a single photo today. I am going to do multiple photos with this kit. Do not worry. But today, it's red. Georgia says, you know what would have been a good anniversary kit? Use all the leftover stash from the past year. Do you know what? I took it all out and looked at it. And you know what? There's not enough to work with. I don't have enough leftovers to make a kit. And I'm proud of that! Yeah, there's only bits and pieces. No. But if you've got stuff left over, I think I will do at some point, I will do a, I'll do a layout, yeah, at least one, if not two, with bits from the leftovers, but I don't have, 8 or 9 videos worth. No, for sure not. Right, so red. We're definitely going to have this red in here today. And not every page is going to be a rainbow, but more than one of them will be. Is that fair enough for a strategy for this month? Not every page will be a full rainbow, but definitely more than one. Okay. What does Small and Scrappy say? Aw, thank you, Sophia. I missed something from Small and Scrappy that's getting to reply. Oh, wanting to scrapbook. Scrapbook? Stash bust. Ah! Alicia is here waiting for the moving truck. And I'm live. So yes, you're all good. Okay. So, things we're going to do. Where's that black and white polka dot? Here it is. Yes. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We need some yellow. So we're going to have these. Yes. Okay. But because it's you guys, and you like to see more than one project per paper, I'm going to piece the background together. Thank you, Sophia. Enjoy your evening. See you later. So a black and white. If you watch this one before, like if this is your first, this is the first time you're catching me on the whole Best of Both Worlds kick, and you can scroll back and there's a walkthrough video that is all about this kit. Takes you through everything that's here and what you could grab from your own stash. So if you want to do this one, that's what I would recommend. You can't really shop for this one because we did loads of sale papers and they're all sold out and gone now. Right. And then we're going to have some red. I'm just looking at where it is. Ready? Tearing the red. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to be afraid. If you don't like tearing, you can cut the red and the yellow, because I'm going to tear the yellow too, with a straight line or a border punch. But guess what? It's really quite satisfying to tear paper. So it's just how I've been working lately, because I'm really enjoying it. There we go. Oh, fancy Georgia. She just got a free bottle of gourmet ketchup with her shopping. Oh! Sherry looked for the red star paper, but her store didn't have it. Oh, and that also gives me something that I left out of my description of Best of Both Worlds. You don't have to shop from the link. I would love it if you do. And thanks for using my link when you shop at scrapbook.com, because then I get a little affiliate kickback, which makes this all workable. Keeps the bills paid. But You are definitely encouraged that if you have a local scrapbook store, go support them, because you are a lucky duck to have one, and we want to keep the ones we've got. And also, if you got a big stash, and you cannot lie, you can always pick similar things from your stash. It's all good. All strategies welcome here. There is no hard sell. I'm smiling really big because I like all of you crafting, no matter how we get there. Okay. Sherry also thinks that I like paper tearing right now because it drives Amy nuts. I think it does kind of encourage me to do it more, and I don't know why that is, other than Amy has made like so much progress in trying things and doing things that get her out of her box. I feel bad, Amy. We're having this whole discussion, and you're going to see this in Tomorrowland. It's okay. But Amy is well appreciated around here, and I love seeing Amy progress her progression. My mind couldn't decide which version of that word I was going to say. And just yeah, like, because she would be like, oh, I don't do tail cut, oh, I don't tear, and then she does it and it looks amazing. So yeah, it probably makes me want to do it more. You're probably right. Okay, should we have some of these cameras? Speaking of things Amy doesn't like, should we cut out some cameras? Right. I'm just reminding myself of what's in here, and because I've got these neutrals here too. Okay. Yay. See, Debbie loves paper tearing and likes being reminded to do it, and Casey didn't ever tear her paper, and now she really enjoys it. And I'm not sure what your name is, but RHH, which kind of makes me want to turn it around and call you Her Royal Highness. And but she loves tearing paper, but the photo has to call for it. See, I don't feel like anything has to call for it, but that's me. Her Royal Highness is Rhonda. Excellent. Hello, Suze. Georgia says the paper tearing never goes right. Well, keep trying. It will get there. It will get better. Okay. Oh, what are my... No, okay. I was like, what are these? But no. Sherry says, because Sherry's a psychologist, and she says it's a good kind of exposure therapy to do scrapbooking techniques that you might not have done before. Laura says, I've subconsciously gone with Mickey colors. I haven't subconsciously gone with Mickey colors. It's kind of purposeful. And Rhonda says, save the clouds. And that's why I just took the branding strip off, because if I did that, then I could use this corner, because I like the clouds too. Yeah, and the rainbow strip. So I think those need to come out later. So this was the day that we dressed like Timothy Mouse from Dumbo and a circus tent. So if you haven't seen that, this is from the rainbow of pictures that we posted on Instagram. Georgia says, how many pairs of glittery chamois scissors do you have? I think 3. But the pair on my desk are the same pair that you see every time. You're good, Rhonda. You can yell in all caps anytime you want. As long as it's not to tell me it's ugly, you're good. I type in all caps for emphasis a lot, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I speak in all caps sometimes. Get very excited. Yeah.
Daddy says all the time.
Oh. Did you hear that? There's comments from the peanut gallery here today, since it's an evening live. Well, almost evening. It's a pre-evening live.
It's a pre
Yeah, do you know what pre-evening is?
No.
Oh. Wonder Boy
Is it
doesn't.
evening?
Yes! Wonder Boy's never heard of pre-evening. Do you get the pre-evening joke? I need to know how much of my audience knows pre-evening and how much doesn't. I mean, obviously it's easy to figure out, but do you know where the reference comes from is what I wonder. They're all laughing at you, saying that I talk in all caps all the time.
They're laughing at you because of Daddy.
Ah, and because you told on him. Right. Oh, see, Rhonda points out, it's not just that I talk in all caps, it's theater, and this is called projection, she says in all caps. Right, so this month's color is faded jeans, but I think it needs yellow ink. On here? I'm going to use that now. That's my line. I have an indoor voice. It's just that my indoors is in an auditorium. I think this is absolutely fine. Americans who visited here or lived here will know we don't have indoor voices when it comes to going to countries that don't talk loudly. This is also an Emily in Paris, I believe. We're loud. I try to explain this many times to Brits that as children in an American school, yes, thank you, Kim. Kim knows the pre-evening reference. There's at least one of you.
Kim Possible.
Oh, are you Kim Possible? It says she's Kim Keegan. Do we think she's undercover? And
Yeah.
she's really Kim Possible. Kim, do you have any friends called Ron Stoppable? And can we reach you by, do you go around saying, call me, beat me if you want to reach me? And he might have a new cartoon obsession. Anyway, I think it needs some yellow ink over here. Yes? Yeah, it's a Sheldon-ism because he's like, it's 5, like the time between like 4:30 and 6, like it's too early to be evening and it's too late to be afternoon, so it's pre-evening. Okay, so I think we're going to use that yellow ink. I know, I'm going off the rails from layout 1. It's ridiculous. You can't trust me. I'm not to be trusted. It's true. Okay, this is a star stencil that we've had in a previous kit. Okay, and this month's is the rainbow stamps. Okay, I'm going to start with the stencil. So this is going to go here. I'm going to tape it down. Kind of need a new roll of working tape because that one is almost empty. Let's have one of these. Oh, they're on a spool. That one doesn't work. Hold on, I just need normal roll. Here we go. Let's have some pandas. That'll make me happy. So I'm going to stencil the yellow over the black and white dots. You can do it. Okay. Need a booper. Do I have a booper for this color? Maybe not. I might need a brush. Hold on. I did remember to order extra booper tops. Oh, I do have mustard seed as a booper. All good, all good. Oops, oops. There we go. So I know I'm using the wrong color, but it does go with my photo, so I feel like it needs to happen. If we're going to have a rainbow of papers, you just know I'm going to use a rainbow of inks too. I'm going to take it right to this edge of the yellow paper. So I am going onto the white torn edge. Okay, and then I'm going to fade out. So these are softer. And hopefully not get to any edges so I don't get a harsh edge. What do you think?
Yeah.
My assistant just came back. He's probably going to make fun of me or something.
It's
what?
cool.
It's cool. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to tell them what you've been up to today?
Going to the Natural History Museum.
We didn't go to the Natural History Museum. What are you on about?
I meant the Science
We
Museum.
went to the Science Museum in the afternoon. What else have you done today?
I think
Other things. Oh, you don't want to tell them? Are you keeping it a secret?
dancing.
Dancing! Super
At
dancing.
dance world.
Yeah, he's been doing some super dancing today. Okay. Intense. Yeah, it's his first dance intensive. Oh, a couple people have asked this, and I just haven't published the schedule yet. So, August schedule is a little different because it's holidays and we're here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, I couldn't be live at 1:30 because his classes finish at 1:30 today. And he likes it if I pick him up. I don't know if anybody else finds that with their children, but if I just leave him there, he's not on board. Okay, I bring this up because I could notice it's hard to see from the desk, but it is cool. Yes? WB says it's cool. And then we're going to layer this over the top.
I don't want you to not pick me up for 1 hour.
Yeah, so I had to be there to pick him up, so I couldn't be live at 1:30. So today, 5. This Friday, there will be a video at the normal time, but it's going to be filmed. It's going to be pre-recorded rather than live. Cool? Okay. And then I will get all the lives worked out as to when they will be. But there'll still be a video for every Monday and Friday. But some of them will be pre-recorded and some of them may have time shifts. But there'll still be content. Don't worry. I'm still super excited to work with this. And even if you're not here in the comments because I'm not live, I'm still going to talk in all caps. So it's going to be okay. Yeah. They'll probably still be singing.
And if you're shouting, then put it in all caps if you're watching in the future.
I'm going to layer up the reds. I was really hoping that a couple new collections would come in time for the kit, but nothing arrived over the weekend. And I was like, but I am really excited about what's in the September kit now, because I had kind of a couple different directions to go in. But it means that all those collections that I was kind of looking for in September will be October, and then October's kit is going to be so beautifully autumnal, and I love that color schemed scrapbook, so yay. Now, the joy of having all this paper in the kit this month, way more paper than normal, is that I'm going to layer all the time. So I'm going to use both sides of this yellow. Do one box here, and then I'm going to cut out some cameras. That went totally wonky. What am I doing? I love it. Sherry's gonna title a page. I don't always speak in all caps, but when I do, I'm in Disney! Yeah. Definitely. Now, you know I wouldn't normally do this, but I have a feeling it'll make a whole bunch of you happier if I just got this and cut out my cameras from here. This feels so weird. I never do this. But I'm going to make it work. That way, we can use plenty of this during the month. I know, seriously. Okay, where's my brown paper? Because I want these to have some edge definition. Do I want it brown? Yeah, because they've got the brick. I was thinking I could go gray. No, I want brown. Okay, so my brown is walnut stain. Because somebody always asks. It's walnut stain. And it's just normal distressing. Everything else that's piled on my desk around here is oxides, but the one I use on the edges is just normal distressing. I know. Maybe I've been captured by aliens. Maybe I'm a pod person, and that's why I just gutted the paper. I don't like how it feels. I'll be totally honest. I've been really interested, like, I talked about that new, well, it's not a new product, but it was new to me. That brush that I used on Friday, these. I have a set of 2, but apparently the other one isn't in the same place. So I talked about this on Friday and gave it a go, and the thing I've been experiencing with this is that I like these better for the feel of them, because I feel like I'm going to break this, because there's a lot of bend right here and it feels like it's going to snap to me. I don't think it actually would, but it feels like it would. Anyway, but the blending bit is awesome, and so some people said they'd just hold it like on or around the brush head. So I tried that, and no, I don't like that at all. And at the same time, in a whole different like pocket of my life, somebody I know who I know from a different community has been doing a lot of reading into sensory issues lately, and has been in her research has been like, it's just personal research for her own, self-preservation. She has been sharing links to particularly interesting articles and journal write-ups and stuff like that about sensory processing and why we have these sort of feelings about, like, I like this, but I don't like that. Amanda says it won't snap. Really? And Georgia is like Georgia loves these brushes because they're really good for makeup, and not that she specifically uses the Hero Arts ones for makeup, but she's just like, of course they're going to blend better than the foam. But anyway, in reading the articles that she posts, I've really started to spot my own crafty habits in those articles, and so much of what methods I use to scrapbook, what techniques I use, what products I use, it's all about the sensory experience, and what I do and don't enjoy. So I found it really interesting to read and spot all these things that are so related for me, and they're definitely part of the process. You can armchair analyze me all you want. So I like these, even though I will admit the blend is epic with the brushes, but I don't like how it feels. So what I'm doing at the moment, they're handy because you can wash them out and just go to a different color. I only have a set of 2, like one big, one small. But where I had increased my ink collection and hadn't bought a new boober head for each one, I then used those brushes. And I will use them because, like, if the blending is not going right with the foam or something, I know now that I have that option, and that option will 100% blend. Will it blend? Yes, it will blend it all. But I know this is crazy. So here's the sensory issue with this. Yeah. So the reason that I don't normally gut paper is because I don't like, once I put this on here, I can feel the dent. Yeah? It's weird. Yeah. Anyway, I just did it there. I don't like this either. I'm like, I can feel that that's there. See, it's, you know, comfort, scrapbook design information, and stay for the fact that my sensory issues are weird. And I didn't know. Oh, this one doesn't have any glue. That's why it's not sticking together. Let's do that. But I am very much enjoying reading about it, even though it's it's making me realize all these things I do that are entirely because of sensory processing. Now I gotta get that stuff down so I stop touching this because it's freaking me out. George says you can't see the dent, it's fine. But I know it's there. I've smudged something here. Oh, I wanted this inside here anyway. Okay. Now, those layers are all really straight. I think I want this line to go through the middle of us. Like we're on the meridian line. So I know I've picked these up and put them down many times, but I'm going to do it one more time. Rhonda's going to start using booper head as like an acceptable swear. I never thought of that, and I love it. Like, that booper head just pulled out right in front of me. Why not? Okay. I like this better. I like this so much better. That's better. Have I mentioned it's better? Okay. Now, embellishments in this kit. So we have all this paper to work with, and I'm going to do a lot with the paper, but we've got these two. And I am curious about something. So I've got these, and they're like pastel rainbows. And this alpha, which might work today, because it's got enough yellow, even though the bottom is kind of pink. Do I dare to put a little red ink at the bottom? Should I try it? I don't know. I hadn't thought about it until I pulled it up, and then I was like, oh, but what if we made it fade into a red at the bottom? We could. My other question was, could I swap these around? Like, can you swap what's on top? Oh no, now he's mimicking me. The small one's going to start using booper head as a swear too. Like a tiny person swear. Oh no. Okay, so like, because I kind of want to swap these two. I'm going to try it. And there's pink in my dress. It's not actually pink, it's red and white striped. It does look pink there. So yeah, I'm not opposed. I'm gonna dissect these so that you can find out whether it works or not before you do it. So if you're scrapping along, stop, because I think it's gonna go horribly wrong, but I'm gonna try it. So I can feel that it is falling apart in the middle as I take this off. The question is, does it fall apart completely? You know, that's the question about me every day. I don't know about you. Does it fall apart completely? It didn't. Okay, so the second one. Can I swap this? Test it on a letter I probably won't use, says Kara. Yeah. Cutting dissection. Is this a scrapbooking video? Maybe this is sophomore science class. I don't know. It works. Okay, so if you do this, it totally works. You can swap them around, but you need to go slow and be careful. Because if I just ripped it off, it would have unraveled from the middle. But this is fine. Excellent. I'm very happy about that. Okay. Now, yes, let's try this. So let's go with like a Q or something. Oh, I'm never going to use 2 capital Qs. So that's what we're trying. Okay. I'm going to bring this out so I can just have the white background. And then let's find what red would be the best. Like candied apple. Go into like a proper red. Why not? Let's try it. Let me get the for top. The candied apple. Okay. Are those letters foam or chipboard? They are foam. Yes.
Hello, Booper.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Okay.
It's a Booper head.
Trying to get it so that it's close enough you can see the detail. But I really like it. Yes? Okay. So yes, Rhonda has the good question. Is it going to stay or is it going to just come right off? So this is the question. It's fine. It's not coming off of my hand. Like the tiniest bit. So I think if I leave it out overnight, it'll be fine. It'll oxidize and be there. Yes! Okay. Good things happen. And Sherry says that rosettes are not her thing. They're her paper tearing. That's why there's just 6. Oh. Sarah says test it on a page protector. Okay, hold on. I've got those here somewhere. I own page protectors. They're a thing in my house. Sure they are. Have I got one handy? Yeah. Oh, that's the fancy one with all the pockets. Hold on. I want like a normal one, not one that costs a small fortune. Here. Okay. Aquanet. Clean. Did not come off. We're good. We're good. I'm going for it. Okay, so I'm going to take the letters that I do want. Oh, if I put it back on here, you can see the contrast, how they look next to each other. This looks so much cooler in real life than it does on my screen, I have to say. Anyway, try it. That's candied apple. It goes beautifully. Right. So what is the title going to be of this? Ah, that's a good question. I mean, part of me wants to call it I'm a Circus Tent, but, you know, that kind of takes the attention off the fact that there's 2 of us. If you saw this post, I mentioned in all caps that I was dressed as a circus tent because I found this dress like a year and a bit ago at a charity shop for £2. And when I saw it hanging like from halfway across, I was like, the dress over there is the circus tent. And I made a beeline across the shop. I bought the dress entirely to be a circus tent. Yes. Because I'm a circus tent. Okay. So I could do a circus tent in these letters and then grab some small letters to do Timothy Mouse. I'm not spelling out Timothy Mouse in those stickers. But I could do circus tent.
You don't like me? Oh. Booper head.
I do. See, I was gonna say, this is not like cute title work or anything. And Sarah then comes to the rescue with, you don't need the magic feather. So then I could do magic feather in these. Oh, Rhonda wore a stripy dress like that when she was a candy striper in a hospital. Yeah. Definitely an American thing. But yes, I know what a candy striper is. I don't even know where the candy part came from now that I think about it, but yes. Right. What else are we gonna put on here? So I gutted all those cameras. Let's cut some out while we think of titles. What if I put magic feather on here? This is just gonna be my workspace. Oh, because it's like a peppermint. That's funny. I never would have thought that it's because you look like candy, but it makes perfect sense now that you say it. Magic. Feather. Amanda's got Don't Just Fly Soar, which I would totally recommend, but I have used on a Dumbo themed page before. So I'm up for a different reference. It's cool. Now, Deb, I really need to know. Is this how you just communicate on YouTube comments all the time, or did you just copy and paste that from Wikipedia or something? I need to know, because if that is the kind of quality comment you leave on YouTube, then I wish there was a way for me to like give you a special gold star, because not that my audience is not awesome, because my audience leave awesome comments, but when I'm watching comments across YouTube in general, there are not many comments that are that quality of prose. So in case you're wondering what I'm referencing, Deb just said, the term candy striper is derived from the red and white striped pinafores that female volunteers traditionally wore, which are culturally reminiscent of candy canes. But she did copy and paste it. I still think it was lovely of you to copy and paste rather than to just be like, it's because it's candy. Not that that's a bad thing to say. Just that I was impressed with the prose. I really was. I like it when we can all learn something. There we go. All right. Feather. Oh, I thought that was going to be like a scripty feather, but it's a printy feather. Okay. And I'll come back with a dot on the eye because that doesn't need ink. Let's do these, and then they can kind of sit for a minute while I do other bits and pieces. It's just as exciting the second time. So if you want to try this, to get the fade right, I'm kind of angling, not like fishing, so that I get so instead of being flat up and down, booping like that, I'm booping at like a 45-degree angle, so that I'm hitting it from the bottom going up, and then that's giving me a natural fade into the pink and orange in the middle. And then just lightly tap until I'm happy. But I want that orange fade in the middle to show. Yeah. Okay. Radio. Hey, by the way, have we talked about Scrap Smarter yet? We haven't today, but we did on Friday, right at the very end. So I am teaching, and I'm the keynote speaker at an online scrapbooking event coming up later this month. from the Scrap Happy team, and it's called Scrap Smarter, the Scrap Smarter Experience. And you get classes with a whole load of different teachers, and you get a layout class about scrapbook rainbows with me, and you get a keynote from me about like life in color. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, so I'm gonna let those dry while I cut out some cameras. Anyway, if you are interested in that, when I finish this video and edit the description, I'll put the link in there and I'll get it there for all the rest of the videos this month. But the link is on my Facebook page, and it has a coupon code. And if you use my link and then forward me your receipt, you get a bonus class from me in September. Just a video, like a one-off. Rhonda says the title of today's layout video is "I do what I want" in all caps. With gutting, inking, yelling, dissection of stickers. We are here for it. By the way, if you want to follow along with this and you're like, oh my goodness, she had the whole rainbow to work from and she went straight to Mickey colors again, it's okay. Because this design could work with any of those colors. So I did the neutral over here, and then just pick 2 other colors from your rainbow to use here. Yeah, it's all fine. It doesn't have to be Mickey colored or Minnie Mouse colored. Did you notice they're both mice? They both wear the same colors. What's that about? So they can share a wardrobe, clearly. You can do the laundry easier. It's one of the things that comes up a lot for me. Because WB and I wear matching clothes a lot. And people are like, oh, wow. You have all these different things that match. I'm like, yes, and it makes the laundry so much easier. Because if he's wearing red, I'm also wearing red. Let's wear all the reds and then wash all the reds. I've always had a weekly load of reds, and I had a friend who was like, how is that even a thing? And I kept thinking, how is that not a thing? Like, how are there people in the world who are not wearing enough red to have red laundry loads? In case you're new to my lives, we talk about all the random rubbish. I don't on an edited video, but I do when I'm live. Also, there's no parking. I'm so excited. Roberta's coming to Scrap Smarter. Debbie's coming to Scrap Smarter. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. And maybe yellow camera here. Yeah, red and pink, and I put the purple in there too, but I don't mix them in. I don't mix red, pink, and purple in with my other laundry because that would be disastrous. Sarah has also signed up for Scrap Smarter. Excellent. Casey's debating on it. That's okay. It's not for everybody, I'll totally admit. Yeah, and you can wait for class descriptions. Everybody's class descriptions will be up shortly, and you can wait and see what everybody's going to teach to make sure it's in your vibe. Because, you know, it's a whole event, not just like one little thing. And if you prefer, you can wait until, like, if you looked at it and thought, oh, I'd really like to do these 3 classes, but not all of them, then you can wait and get them later as individual things. Yeah, does that make sense? Right. Oh, but Sherry's gonna convince Heather to come. I love that my little Disneyland crew still come to things together, still do different scrapbook events together. So in case you weren't aware, there was a plan in 2020 to do all of the parks. So I guess maybe I'm to blame. I had too many travel plans in 2020, so we had to have a pandemic. What? Anyway, in 2019, yes, in 2019, I hosted what was supposed to be the first of several Disney events, but it is currently the only one I have done so far, where we had a day with a whole bunch of scrapbookers in Disneyland together, and we wrote things and we took lots of pictures and had a wonderful time. And now a bunch of them like hang out on the regular, and I love it. Love that so much. I wash everything cold, nothing over 30 degrees Celsius. I love that we're all discussing our laundry methods now in the comments. It's amazing. And I know, yeah, some people are totally fine with bunging everything in together. I tell a lie. I said I wash nothing over 30, but that's not true because towels and sheets I do higher than that. But yeah, like garments, everything's fine at 30. But oh my goodness, yes, Sherry. Okay, Sherry says that the idea of putting all the laundry in together makes her stomach drop because if she ever gets married, one rule would be in all caps: don't touch my laundry, even if you are trying to be nice, because it's one of the only things that she's OCD about sorting. I know like every item in my wardrobe, and in everyone in my home's wardrobe, I know whether it goes in the dryer or whether it hangs on the line, what else goes in the wash with it. But I like my methods. It keeps me happy. And our clothes last a long time. Like I don't ever have trouble with things wearing out or anything. So I'm happy with it. But I'm with you, Sherry. If somebody tries to sort my laundry, I'm just picking 3 at random, and that might be. What if they're all the same color? I'm gonna turn them over. I was just picking 3 cameras. Okay, I've got 1 red, 2 red, and 1 white. I might change the white one. I didn't think that through. Oh no, let's leave it. Let's just do it. Okay. So over here. Rhonda says, where can we find the schedule and code for Scrap Smarter? If you're live right now, you can find it on my Facebook page, facebook.com/glittershim. GLITTERSHIM. If you come back to this in a few hours, it'll be in the comment box. So the coupon code for the discount is just my name in all caps, Shamal. And then the affiliate link is there on my Facebook page. Okay, what am I going to write on? Because I didn't put journaling cards in this kit. Just to make it difficult. No, I did. I was forgetting. Okay, this is my journaling card sheet. Wondering about this box right here, actually. Shimio. Love it. Oh, Kirsty wants to know, could someone explain millennial and Gen Z? So I'm Gen X, but I'm at the tail end of Generation X. Millennials come next. My husband is a millennial, technically. I don't remember the exact dates. It must be 1980-ish. If you're born in the 80s, are you a millennial? 81 to 92. Okay, yeah, so that would make him a millennial, but I'm Gen X. The idea being that there's a difference in the generations currently about whether you grew up with the internet. So, like, that's going to be a big generational shift where I was a teenager and then we got the internet. So, like, that was part of, like, the internet coming to be was part of my growing up experience where, like, even if you're about 10 years younger than me, 15 years younger than me, it was just always there for you. It was always there for you. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. And then Gen Z, born after the year 2000. Yeah. Rebecca says 62. You're a boomer then, right? Because baby boomers is 46 to 64. Yeah. Yes. 70s, Kirsty, makes you Gen X. Yeah. Sarah says that Jen said, can't believe that people exist who are older than Google. I'm so much older than Google. I mean, like, how many of us, the first internet we had was AOL. Like, AOL dial-up. I paid for some of my AOL dial-up by working in a tech support chat room on AOL, and they never asked for my age. Yes. Lindsay says I can still hear the ding, and the "you've got mail," which was like an actual voice. You've got mail. Oh, so weird.
You have got mail.
Oh, you're a bit formal. He just tried to mimic me, but he said, "You have got mail."
You have got mail.
Okay, 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to tuck flat cameras in here too. Oh, maybe this one might be down here. Oh yes, we used to pay for the internet by the minute, and you paid for the phone call. Yeah, all these things. Oh my goodness. Sci-Fi Scrapper said that there were 300-pound phone bills at her house. Yeah. You're all right, Debbie. I briefly was on a party line, Debbie, so, you know, I do remember when all these bonkers things were phones. This one kind of sit on there, I think. Yeah. And George is on her 10th email address by now. Yes, AJ just about had a heart attack recently because someone called her a geriatric millennial. That's what my husband is too, because he's right at the beginning of that era. I think I might want one extra. I know it's like 4 arrays of embellishment, but I think I might want this one down here. Okay, then I'm going to go back to the letter stickers. Yeah, kids today have never heard that horrible dial-up noise. But, like, does anybody else feel like you know that sound so well in your head that you feel like you should be able to make it with your mouth, but obviously you can't because you are not a machine. But it feels like we could. Yeah, you couldn't have internet and a phone call. And, well, I had to explain. Did I tell you about this? So the Kim Possible reference earlier was that WB has been watching Kim Possible cartoons on Disney Plus. And Kim Possible is aged very quickly in that she doesn't have a cell phone, she has a pager. And her tagline is "Call me, beat me, if you want to reach me." She also says "What's the sitch" all the time, which cracks me up. And he was trying to explain this cartoon to his friend in the garden, and I heard him say, "It's like set in the olden times when you couldn't talk to somebody on the phone, so you had a little machine that would just go beep, and then they'd have to go find a real phone and call you back. The olden times." I'm sorry, what? No. I mean, this is the same child who saw a 1967, 68 Ford Mustang and said, "Oh, I wish I could have lived in the 90s when the cars were cool like that." I lived in the 90s. I had a Ford Escort. It was not cool like a late 60s Mustang, I'll give you that. It got me places though. Also probably a lot less petrol than late 60s Mustang. Ah, the 90s. Anyway, the olden times. 90s cars were not cool, says Georgia.